From the DSR News Desk, here is our chief correspondent, Othie Ramsey.
All right, so there is no news. Actually, there's a lot of news, but we're going to dwindle it down and just focus on the Golden Globes this month.
Golden Globes.
So we're getting excited because the Oscar pushes are here, and it all starts with the Globes. So
Yes.
would you guys like me to announce the nominees and we can kind of talk about them, or would that work best?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
the
Let's do the drama first. I think that's the big one.
So the best motion picture for drama, we've got The Two Popes, which I think that's a Netflix movie, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
1917. We have The Irishman, another Netflix. The Joker, that surprises me. And they're a powerhouse now, right?
Yeah, and don't be sad, because 3 out of 5 ain't bad.
That's pretty awesome.
Did you make that up?
Yeah, I did. I've never heard that anywhere before.
Huh.
What do you think wins? Anyone? I'll say Irishman, I think, would win.
I think The Irishman's gonna.
I think Marriage Story's
I think
gonna
The
do well.
Joker was inadvertently a Martin Scorsese film anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Marriage Story will do well, but we're gonna. It's kind of tough to talk about it too much because we are gonna review A Marriage Story and The Irishman on the podcast coming up here.
So let me-
later
we
today.
have-
Yeah, that's the only two that we're missing from that grouping, that cluster of dramatic films.
Well, how about this? How about Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy?
Yeah. What's on there?
Dolomite Is My Name, which that was a great one, right?
That was
watch
great.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
Good job,
Jojo
Eddie.
Rabbit, Knives Out, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Was everyone? Yeah, we've all seen that.
Yes.
Yes.
we're
Is
gonna
that a
review it.
comedy?
We're gonna review it today.
It kept
It's
saying
not me.
comedy, but
Oh,
I
you know,
didn't.
it was
isn't-
funny.
I don't know.
I thought it was funny. I laughed my ass off in several parts of that. What wasn't funny was the turd in a box that's called Rocket Man.
Yeah. I just like that.
That was a
Just like that.
That was a musical.
That's my favorite movie I've watched
Oh
this
yeah,
year.
I guess it was a musical. It was almost full musical.
Yeah.
It was my favorite movie. Russell keeps calling it a turd, and
I've yet to see it.
Guess who everybody sided with this time?
Yeah.
What do you guys think wins there? Any predictions?
Rocket Man by a landslide.
You
Really?
think so?
No,
you think
not-
so?
Not really.
I'm gonna go with Once Upon a Time.
Well, I think Once Upon a Time has the best chance. I think the dark horse in that one is going to be Knives Out.
Okay.
I know you guys haven't seen it yet. I got to see it in an early screener thanks to our friend Inza's Bargains.
Yeah.
She was throwing tickets out on that to Screenland. And usually when you get a big cast like that together of all these names and stars and stuff like that, it turns out to be mediocre at best.
Right.
This one was actually very good.
See, I'm hearing mixed. I've heard people say it was what a terrible movie, and I've heard you say it's good.
I think it's good, but you do have
Movie, and I've heard you say it's good.
I think it's good, but you do have to realize that it is a comedy. It's like a Clue,
Okay.
you know. It's or Murder
Clue,
by
what
Death.
a movie.
It's a murder
Yeah.
mystery kind of thing, right?
Yeah, have you guys ever seen Murder by Death with Peter Sellers and?
No. I
Oh my
have not.
gosh. Okay, well that's gonna be. We're gonna have to do a special where we just do class. That's gotta be a fantastic one. That one is hilarious. But no, it is a comedy, and I thought there was a lot of really good acting in it. Yeah, and for an ensemble cast like that, it really hit the mark, which normally those don't.
Okay.
What's up next? We got.
How about Best Performance by an Actor? All right.
who we got?
Well, the first one's Cynthia something.
Haribo.
Thank you. Harlot? I don't even know what that movie is.
Harriet. It's
Harriet.
about
Oh.
Harriet Tubman.
Oh, why did we talk about that? No, we
Well,
didn't.
I don't
think
think
we
it's.
did.
I don't think we found it anywhere yet.
Okay.
It looks good.
It
don't-
sounds about in the same vein as Little Women. It is something I do not
Want to see. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to waste time watching that. Sorry.
Scarlett Johansson in A
Why
Marriage
would you
Story.
not want to see it? It looks very
Why?
compelling.
You're talking
and
about
super
Little
dated.
Women?
No, Little Women is a classic, so everyone's going to see that anyway.
No,
But no,
they're not.
the
Because
story
it-
of Harriet Tubman, who the lady who ran the Underground Railroad.
No,
but
no,
no,
they're not.
the
Because
story
it-
of Harriet Tubman, who the lady who ran the Underground Railroad.
No, I understand that. I was grouping it in. It sounds like a movie that just it's going to get nominated for things, but
It's just not catching your attention for some reason.
Yeah, it's not there.
Well, and
I'm
I,
excited
Little
to see
Women.
it.
What iteration of Little Women is this movie?
This is the probably 30 seconds.
How do
It's
you
one of
pro-
those that comes out every 4 years.
how do you pronounce her name?
Huh?
From Little Women.
Sayrose Ronan.
Okay, I got her first name again. Say
Sayrose.
Rose. Okay. What else has she been in? I'm sorry.
All
What
kinds
new
of
do you
crap.
offer to that story?
I'd
of
have
Little
to.
Women?
Well, she was in
Nothing.
Lady Bird.
Lady
Gotcha.
Bird. Yeah,
Okay.
she
Yeah.
was Lady Bird. Lady
Gotcha.
Bird. Yeah,
Okay.
she was Lady Bird.
She was
That's
Lady
right.
Bird. Charlize Theron.
Charlize.
Did
God,
you guys
butcher that every time.
Charlize Theron. Bombshell. Did you guys see that
I
yet?
have not.
No, my wife saw that at a
Saw that.
screener.
Gotcha.
Um,
How about
and she said it was really good.
And here's-
that if you've seen any of the, is it Megyn Kelly? Is
Yeah.
the character that she plays? If you've seen any of the pictures of Megyn Kelly
They look
compared to the
identical.
pictures of Charlize Theron, she was wearing prosthetics, and she
okay.
looks exactly like her,
Yeah.
which was a good job.
Well, in good news, apparently Renee Zellweger is still alive.
Well, what's that movie, Judy?
That's Judy Garland.
I've never even heard of that one.
But you know who Judy Garland
Yeah.
is, right? Okay. Yeah, it's her doing the life story of Judy Garland.
Okay.
I read a biography about Judy Garland because I was obviously bored to tears one
Yeah,
day
what
and
in
I
the
happened to
world?
have it.
Okay.
And that lady's life sucked.
Yeah.
It absolutely sucked. She was owned by those studios. Absolutely sucked. She was owned by those studios.
She was in
and treated like a dog. The Wizard of Oz.
That's the one I was
Meet Me
thinking
in
of.
St. Louis.
Never heard of that one.
Okay, that's fine.
I just made him mad.
Yes.
I made him mad.
Let's continue with this theme
All right. So
throughout
how
the day.
about best performance by an actor in a motion picture or drama? We have Jonathan Pierce, The Two Popes. We're gonna. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Jonathan Price,
Price. Excuse
The
me.
Two Popes.
What about Christian Bale, Ford versus Ferrari?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Not
No one's
yet.
seen
I
that?
haven't either.
And that was one that, I mean, I don't know. Maybe like the Harriet. That one is not capturing my imagination in any way. I just don't care. My imagination in any way. I just don't care.
I would
Really?
watch it, but yeah, it's not on my radar.
I've heard it's
Yeah.
really good.
How about Antonio Banderas for
Antonio
Pain and
Banderas.
Glory?
Pain
I've
and
never
Glory.
heard of that one.
Oh, I read something about it last week. It's I don't know. I'll look for the synopsis on there.
How about Adam Driver in A Marriage Story?
Yes.
Yes, well, that's a good nomination.
He was really good in that. We'll talk about that later.
Yep.
Do we want to go into all the smaller ones, or we just want to stick with those big ones there?
No, I think we should keep going.
going?
Let's go with best performance by an actress in a motion picture, musical, or comedy. We've seen several of these.
Okay.
Late Night, haven't seen it.
Emma Thompson. You haven't seen it? It's actually pretty good.
What
I've
is
not
Late
seen
Night?
it.
Tell me about it.
So it's basically like the Dave Letterman show, and she's at the end of her reign, and she hires the Kelly
Conan
Project.
O'Brien.
No, not the Kelly Project. I can't think of her name. She was Kelly in The Office.
Mindy.
The Mindy
Mindy.
Project.
Oh, yeah.
Hires
Mindy
her
Kaling.
as affirmative action kind of thing, as they need a fun movie. It's pretty good.
Well, that's cool. Well, that's cool. That's a good. I like that we can just stream it.
Okay, Ana de Armas, maybe,
Yeah, for
and that's
Knives
Knives
Out.
Out. Is she the new Bond
Are you
girl?
guys saying that right?
Probably not.
Knives Out?
Knives Out.
Knives
yeah.
Out.
All right, that's what I thought.
She's awesome. I can't wait to see that. Aquafina, The Farewell. I don't even know it.
Things
Okay.
like that. So it's another one of those.
She's in that. She's Aquafina's also in that.
The Filthy Rich Asians or something?
No.
Yeah, well,
she-
that's kind of where she got her big break.
Oh, okay.
But she's also in that movie Jumanji.
Oh, is she?
Jumanji.
Yeah,
Jumanji.
Is that good?
it was all right.
Okay.
Where,
It's all right.
Okay.
where,
Kate Blanchett.
where do you go, Bernadette?
I don't remember that one at all.
I don't know what that one is. That one's, but you know, Kate Blanchett. If she's in a film, we might as well nominate her.
Yeah,
because
she's
we
in
know
everything.
that she's going to knock it over that big green wall.
Well, I would say that I don't know who wins that one. I
No,
have
no, you're
idea.
leaving out of one. Beanie Feldstein for Booksmart.
Yeah.
Oh well,
The trash
well,
that we think is Booksmart.
I hated that movie, and I didn't
Not
think
a
she was
great-
very good in that
yeah,
at all.
Not
so
a great
sorry, I
pick.
left her out. All right, how about best performance by an actor in a motion picture or musical comedy? We've got Daniel Craig, Knives Out. Looking forward to seeing that one. We've got Daniel Craig, Knives Out. Looking forward to seeing that one. Roman Griffin Davis and Jojo Rabbit.
No kids ever win.
He's the
That's-
JoJo of the Rabbit.
Okay. Leonardo DiCaprio for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Is it
Taron?
Taron Egerton.
Egerton.
Thank you for Rocketman. He played Elton John.
I
What a
bought that he
fantastic
was Elton
film.
John the whole time.
I think the dark. I think this one, Eddie Murphy for Dolomite. I think he should win.
That's the
I'd
dark horse
love to see
nominee.
that
Yeah.
happen.
And-
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
great?
He was awesome in that.
I'm thinking it's going to be Leo.
You think Leo? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Now I'll tell you guys, you have not seen Knives Out,
Why was
but
Leo
the
not?
star. I've not seen Knives Out,
Why was
but
Leo
the
not?
star of that film is Daniel Craig's terrible Southern
accent.
Louisiana accent.
It should get a nom.
It is so bad.
Somewhere Brad Pitt's got to be nominated for supporting.
You got to think so. I think that's coming up. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, best supporting actor,
Yeah, he's there.
actress in a supporting role picture.
So we got Margot Robbie
Margot.
for Bombshell,
She's like one of your favorite actresses. You do know how to say her name, right?
kind of. Kathy Bates is my favorite actress. Let's go back.
Richard Jewell.
What is that?
That's a Clint Eastwood film. That's about the
yeah.
bombings at the Olympics in Atlanta back in the Dizzy.
Annette Bening for The
1994.
Report. I don't know that one either.
That one's actually streaming on Prime right now as well.
Oh, really?
I think it's about the person at the FBI or CIA who was
That's got
tasked.
Adam Driver in it.
Yeah, Adam Driver's in it. The person who was tasked to write up the official report on the World Trade Center.
We got to watch that
incident.
one. I think that's going to be a good one. Laura Dern for The Marriage Story. Did you
Why
guys
is
even
she
like? Thank
nominated?
you. I didn't think she was
Why?
that good in that.
Well, and she had such a small part.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't have a very small part. I mean, there's only maybe 4 or 5 main actors in that whole show.
Yeah.
But I think she just got nominated because she was looking so good.
Lopez.
These eyes are just like...
Well,
Jennifer
yeah,
Lopez.
looking so you like
they're,
Laura
they're
Dern?
saying that there's Oscar buzz for Hustlers, and
I haven't
just
seen it.
Can't even believe that that's even possible.
How'd you say you pronounce her name? Jennifer who?
Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
Lopez.
All right.
Yeah.
Best performance by an actor. Okay, supporting role. So
This-
performance by an actor. Okay, supporting role. So
This
hopefully,
is the toughest category there is right here.
yeah, because all these guys deserve it.
Oh my
Tom
lord!
Hanks,
I mean, it's like
Beautiful
the
Day.
list of A-listers.
Anthony Hopkins for The Two Popes, Al Pacino for The Irishman, Joe Pesci. Okay, there we go. Brad Pitt for Once Upon a Time.
Yeah,
I think how good was Pesci in The Irishman?
Yeah, he was really good.
He was so good.
was he not just Joe Pesci?
No, he was. I thought he was very tamed
yeah,
down.
he-
overreacting.
We'll talk about the Irishman
He
here in
didn't
a
say
little
the
bit.
F bomb nearly
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
All right, let's get into the
I like
director.
Al Pacino.
Al
As
Pacino.
yeah, Al Pacino. Gotta kick that ball, Lucy. You don't lose that ball. You don't move that ball.
So you're gonna do the best director in that?
No, well, let's talk about
He
here real
wants-
quick. Let's
wants to talk about Al
Let's pump
Pacino.
the brakes. Pump the brakes a little bit here.
He's excited.
Best performance by an actor in a supporting role. Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. How can the person that the film's about
Because
be
the-
considered a supporting?
because the-
considered a supporting
I've
role.
been told that the movie is way more about the reporter than it is about Mr. Rogers.
And who's the reporter? Is that the guy from The Americans? But I don't know his name.
Oh, yeah, the guy from The Americans.
He's very good.
He's from Wales. What is American?
He's
He wasn't
Russian
Even, he
in The
wasn't Russian
Americans.
nor American.
Oh, interesting.
He was a
And
filthy
if you have
Brit.
not seen The
Those
Americans,
Englishmen-
check it out.
He was
Such
a
good
Brexit
show.
supporting goofball. I don't know. I doubt he supports Brexit. What is his name?
I don't know.
My gosh, we're gonna have to
Okay.
come back. We'll tell you that guy's
Okay.
name. It's something Reese. Jonathan Reese. Jonathan Reese. Michael Reese.
No.
Because I'm thinking Jonathan Reese
I don't
Myers,
have my phone.
but he's something Reese. We're gonna go with something
Reese.
Reese. Most
All right,
likely.
let's get into this best director. Who do you guys think? Before I, oh, you already have seen it. Never mind.
I see
Martin Scorsese for The Irishman. Oh, for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
Parasite. So I've been hearing a lot about this Parasite, but I know
Is that it's
nothing
a foreign
about it.
film? Obviously,
It's a
right?
foreign film and it's a horror film.
It's a horror film.
Yeah.
I would
Oh.
watch that.
It's the horror.
Boy.
Sam Mendes, excuse me. Now he did Mendes, excuse me. Now he did Skyfall, right?
I guess so.
I think that's right.
1917, and then Todd Phillips for the Joker. Talk about a turnaround from doing the Hangover and all that. Now
Yeah, that was very interesting that,
Yeah.
that he became
like
that
it.
director. Yeah.
I would like to see him win.
Thinking
it's
if you
Scorsese.
get down to our last two, which is Scorsese and Tarantino,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a runoff between those guys.
Okay.
I don't
Because
know.
everything Martin Scorsese does,
I'll talk about it
they
later
give
in-
him one.
in
But
the,
we'll see.
We should have,
movie
since this is
section.
this next Sunday, we should have done like a
Yep.
chart. Anyway, all right. So how like a
Yep.
chart. Anyway, all right. So how about best motion picture animated?
Let's not review that shit. Nobody pays attention.
Toy
to
Story
that.
4, Frozen 2, How to Train Your Dragon, The Lion King, Missing Link. I hope
My
Missing
favorite of all
wins.
those was Missing Link.
I haven't seen it, but I hope it wins.
It is just, I didn't realize it was stop motion animation either, but it's got some.
And that's
it's got
Zach
a couple-
Galifianakis is the
Yes, it's
missing
got a
link,
couple
right?
scenes in this one, and you see them coming. They're totally set up, but just when that punchline drops,
Yeah.
you just laugh your face off. And there's some real like action and violence in it,
Well, and
which I was like, whoa.
is it Hugh
this
Jackman
tense.
is his buddy that's found the missing link, right?
I think so. I
Okay.
think it's Jack
So
Master
it's got
Jeff.
a good cast right there. Well, let's jump ahead a little bit and let's go into best television series. How about that?
Okay.
You okay with that, Easy?
Yeah, that's almost like a separate.
Yeah.
The Golden Globes is crazy.
It's big. So, Big Little Lies. I think we all saw that. The Crown.
I've
Killing-
not seen that.
I've not seen that either. Killing Eve. I've never heard of.
Killing Eve is awesome.
Is it?
Yes.
The Morning Show. That's Apple's new one, I believe.
Right.
Right.
I've
Which
watched-
they're saying was a big flop. It's not going to get a second season.
I've watched some of it.
And Succession, which I've heard is amazing. I've never watched.
I haven't either. It's got a great cast.
Do we want to do the same best television musical or comedy?
Sure, read it.
Sure.
Fleabag. What's that about? We hear a lot about
That
man,
that.
gets nominated every year for
I
27
cannot handle
things.
that show.
Okay.
I think it's really crass.
It's
is it
very
not?
crass.
Yeah.
It's very, very dirty.
Like, it's dirty.
The Marvelous Mrs.
The
Maisel.
Marvelous Miss Maisel.
What? Mrs.
The
Maisel.
Marvelous
Maisel?
Miss Maisel.
What? Did we watch that?
No.
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 I'm wondering
we've
if
talked
we
about it.
should.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
it's
if
in
I
season 3, I think, now.
Yeah, and
Oh.
every year it gets nominated for
Yeah.
all the.
Sorry, I just got excited because I saw Barry's up.
Barry's on
I,
there.
I like Barry.
God, that's good.
The Politician. What's that one about?
About a boy who's in like prep school
Huh.
who wants to become president someday, and he's.
What I
running
wish
for
what they
class
did with these
president.
nominations would say, hey, this is a Universal, this is a Netflix, or this is an Amazon show,
Yeah.
or an Apple.
And
Be
so the
kinda
last
cool.
one is the Kaminsky Method,
What is
Which
that?
we're going to talk about in
a Netflix original
a
series.
show that Eric has watched almost all of in the last month.
Oh, that's good. That's
So
good.
we'll talk about that in the small screen.
What did you say your name was?
Earache.
Sound like you said Erica.
I did. I'm transitioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's cool. We still love you. All right. Best television limited series. How about
Chernobyl's
Chernobyl?
on there.
There you
Yep.
go, Chernobyl.
If that doesn't win, I'll punch
Yeah,
him in
I've
the
seen
face.
Chernobyl and Catch 22. I have not seen
Fosse?
Foss Verdon. I mean, it's about dance and choreographers. You
Yeah.
guys will not be into that.
What about There's Unbelievable? Which have you
Unbelievable.
tried
I've
it?
not watched
No,
it yet.
I know you guys won't. You guys won't like it.
She
I knew
she
she'd like
watched
it
it
'cause-
all.
What's her name? The lead.
Is it drama or is it reality?
It's based on
it's
what happened
drama.
up in
Dramality.
Utah. What is the lead? The Tony. Gosh.
Collette.
Yeah,
Toni
I knew,
Collette, yeah.
I knew that Diane loved her. So
It's got Toni Collette, Merritt Weaver, and Caitlin Dever.
well, and all those girls that are in that are up for best.
They're up for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, they're up for everything. So it's good. What do you
Yeah.
want to? What do you guys want to see win? I think Chernobyl should win. That was great.
Absolutely. That was one of the best things I've ever watched.
But Unbelievable is good too. I don't know.
Oddly enough, Jared Harris, who's kind of the main character in Chernobyl, got nominated for Best Actor, but the other guy didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me see if is there a Best Performing Actor in television? Blah,
Yeah, there
blah,
is.
Blah blah blah.
There is
Like Best Supporting television. Blah,
Yeah, there
blah,
is.
Blah blah blah.
There is.
Like Best Supporting.
Oh, I didn't see that. I just saw. Oops, I went to the wrong screen.
And that okay. So why we're talking about the Golden Globes? Is that the problem with the Golden Globes?
That they tried.
That there is so many.
much,
Okay, no.
yeah.
So Stellan's guy.
Yeah.
And he is nominated for supporting actor.
Gotcha.
But how many dang categories? Why don't they switch it? Why don't they make it like two shows?
TV and
movie.
Like,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, because
that's
there's
not-
the
I agree.
Golden Globes.
I think they like having.
there's the Emmys.
I think like they have like the
And
movie
which one,
stuff. And
there's the Emmys.
I think like they have like the
And which
movie
one is
stars
more-
and the TV stars together.
Which one is more prestigious, the Emmys or the Golden Globes? Maybe that gets all the TV stars to show up because they know half the movie stars are going to be there.
My favorite's the People's Choice because we vote on it.
Oh,
Stupid.
Tom Hanks is getting the Cecil B. DeMille Award,
That's nice.
a
Thing,
Lifetime Achievement Award, and Ellen is getting the Carol Burnett Award,
She deserves
which is a
that.
Lifetime Achievement Award for
She makes
comedy.
a lot of. You know what? The other day I went home early enough and she was on TV and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot she's not a Netflix show, or not a excuse me a Facebook show.
Yeah.
Is there any snubs you guys see? Anyone that got snubbed
I
or
don't know.
Anyone that got snubbed
I
or
don't know.
that you thought, hey, this should definitely win? I think we've kind of every category had something we've reviewed or talked about,
Right.
which is kind of interesting.
I will say of some of the films that we've seen this year, one of our favorites was Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah,
And that
No
was
love,
nothing.
so that's
that didn't
definitely a
get
snub.
comedy. That didn't get drama. So I think that's a bit of a
yeah.
snubbery.
'Cause he definitely should have got Best Supporting.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna have to do after the end of the year, go back and look at like everything we reviewed this year,
And talk about
and come up with maybe our top 3.
or 4.
No, so yeah, it's typical Eric. But I think we should go back and kind of do a deal like that and see what we was, and then that might be where we really pick up on some snubs.
Could be.
And we're still waiting for. They have not announced the Academy Awards yet.
It comes out like I think the second Monday of January.
So
that's
it's gonna be right
14th.
after the Golden Globes
Right.
is done, because it's on the 5th. January 5th is Golden Globes.
I think it's either the 13th or 14th of January is when
Yeah.
that drops, and then we have basically a month
Right.
to get it watched.
I understand why they do that. You know, and I think it is the Golden Globes that messes them up. So they're waiting for the Golden Globes to be over,
Right.
And then
before
they
they,
can do
even
their
make
thing.
their announcements. Which that's crap.
I could see that for sure.
Give us a chance to see it.
Yeah.
Well, and so that's really all I have as far as news, because there's nothing as in casting news, or a lot of things are starting production right now to hit their marks for when they're supposed to be due.
I'm
but
going to tell you though,
I've not seen
we
much.
should do a little short about box office. Have you guys seen anything at Christmas time this year?
I saw Star Wars.
I wanted to go see Star Wars, but
I'm going to go.
I
see it.
just did not have it. It was too busy.
So Christmas Day, we didn't have anything going. So like at 6:00 at night, we went down to AMC in Kansas City to watch Jumanji, and
Jumanji.
same with everybody in Kansas City. Everybody
Packed.
was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was packed.
It is the most visited place on Christmas Day.
That's
I mean,
we
it's-
used to always do that. Like after
No.
we'd eat, we'd all go see a
Oh
movie.
yeah, I was thinking about going and seeing the Wars of Stars at like the 3:30 showing at the Alamo Draft House on, I think it was Sunday, or no, well I don't know, it wasn't Sunday, it was Christmas Day, and there was 2 seats left for it.
Yeah.
Good God.
You know, and that was like 8 that morning. I looked, there was 2 seats left for it.
Yeah.
Good God.
You know, and that was like 8 that morning. I looked. And so it's like that's many people are hauling their butts downtown to do it too. So no, it's always the busiest
Yeah.
day. I mean, they're the only thing that's open.
Taylor she worked here when she was in high school, and she said that there was a requirement. Everyone that worked had to work a shift that day.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
So, and they don't even start, like a lot of them will start at 11. No, they start at like 3 or 4, and everyone had to work. So,
That's a lot of bodies there.
well, how about this? You know, what was the one that kind of flopped here that they put a lot of money that just came out? Cats.
Cats. Oh
Man,
my
it only
God.
made $6
Okay,
million
so I
I
opening
saw the
weekend.
previews for that and I went,
Cats.
Cats. Oh my
Man,
God.
it only made $6
Okay,
million
so I
I
opening
saw the
weekend.
previews for that and I went, this is the worst. Did nobody else go, this is the worst idea you've ever had to take this and
I
try
thought
to put it on the screen?
the way it looked.
Have you
yes.
ever seen the Broadway version
No.
of it?
No.
Okay, so Cats doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you said that. You said that in a
It
former-
never has, and it's based on these individual great performances. But it doesn't make any sense. I've seen a local theater version of it, and then it didn't make any sense so much. I had to go home and watch the Broadway version of it because I thought maybe that
Right.
local theater just got it that bad.
Right.
But it didn't make any sense, and so I think a lot of people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
And so even though it's one of the longest running musicals of all time.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't know what it is, and they're going down there and they're seeing this and they're going, this doesn't make any sense. Well, it wasn't the directing that made it make no sense. It wasn't the acting that didn't make it make any
CGI was
sense.
crazy.
The CGI looked like crap.
They made an announcement.
It wasn't
that
done.
It wasn't done. So they're going to
Re-release
If you
it.
go back in 2
oh, that's
weeks,
a great idea.
it's basically they're not re-releasing it, but they're updating the versions that the theaters are showing with more special effects or with better,
Wow.
more polished special effects, or with better,
Wow.
more polished special effects. And I was like, what a waste of money
Oh,
that
yeah.
was.
No kidding.
That is not going to bring people back to the theater for it.
Well, it cost like over $100 million in the first
Yeah.
week, the brand new week when it first came out. Only made $6 million domestically. Only
Good
$6 million.
yeah.
And that
Yeah,
means
and-
no one
and-
went.
And that's good because they been pushing out a lot of these musicals in the last few years, like that one Into the Woods and stuff like that. It's getting all these rave
Just
reviews.
regurgitating them on the
Well,
screen.
and I could
Right.
not even get halfway
Never
through that
saw
thing.
that one.
I couldn't get halfway through that thing. And so maybe this is going to put the brakes on that a little bit.
But we do know what made all the monies.
Star Wars.
Star Wars did
Wars
okay.
stuff. Yeah.
They did okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Disney
not
was
seen
like,
it.
whew,
Yeah.
we're going to be able to keep them lights on again this
Yeah.
month, fellas. we were letting everything ride on this one.
They made $10 billion this year.
Yeah, they did okay.
They did all right.
okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's the news.
Now, I
that's
do
new
want to go to
us.
that. You were in Florida recently, correct?
Yes.
Florida recently, correct?
Yes.
Did you go to that Star Wars experience thing or
No.
at the Land of Disney?
What we've found that it's so new. It's
Uh-huh.
I can talk about this for a while, but
Okay.
it's too difficult to get into, and I can
Yeah.
explain why. But the people listening don't want to hear why. It's so difficult
Well,
to get
I've heard that like to get on that Millennium Falcon half-hour wait.
I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Synopsis me.
People will go in at the park opening. They'll run to get their fast pass to get into it, and half the people aren't getting that.
Yeah.
They have to run out of it. So it's like it's a crapshoot to even ride a couple of the rides.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
That's
we
crazy.
just said, hey, we'll just avoid this completely.
Yeah.
So
Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's all I've got. Anyone else got anything?
Nothie, where can they find us?
They can find us everywhere. My favorite is called Bumbler. It's a
Bumbler?
new app I've made, and it's just for our podcast. It's
Bumbler.
amazing. It's kind of like Tumblr. It's kind of like.
But I misspelt it.
It's kind of like Grind. It's just a mix. It's called Bumbler. Look for it. Download it soon. We're also on www.dunestoneredemption.com. Don't put in a review, and if you put in a review, spell it correctly. We're on iTunes, which I listen there. We're on the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter, and everywhere else.
Yeah,
I mean,
Spotify, Twitter.
Spotify. Man, we're everywhere.
YouTube.
You heard it here first. We're
Bumbler.
everywhere.
We are everywhere. Look for Bumbler.
Bumbler. Invest now.
That's right.